Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on Kyle Does Nursing. It has been a very long time again. I know how I always record these videos where it's like I come back and I go and I come back, but I kind of wanted to record this video to kind of explain A, where I've been, and B, sort of give you the context to sort of for you to understand how it's been as a student nurse during COVID, and kind of why the uploading on YouTube has kind of been a bit inconsistent, let's say the least. However, before I go on to the update and kind of explaining where I've been and what's gone on, I kind of wanted to update you really on sort of what you've missed as well. So during this time, me and Lucy have had to move out of university accommodation and have now moved into a house together. We're renting at the moment and kind of getting the money together to then pursue our next journey, you know, buying a house next year. But in the meantime, we've rented a house, and I'm going to be recording a house tour maybe in the next couple of months to kind of show you guys what's in the house. And it's obviously a very exciting time for me and Lucy as well, so I feel like though you guys would actually really enjoy that, and because you kind of be on the journey with me as well here on Kyle Does Nursing, although it's not directly kind of associated to nursing, it does have a big impact on the journey as well. However, although things have been really good with me and Lucy and we're moving forward and it's all really been exciting, since my last video I failed my assignments, and I have many failures in life before, but I really feel as though because of COVID and everything that was sort of going on in the world, it's a very negative environment for everyone. You know, everyone who's watching this video can count for that as well. It really knocked me back, and I'm not very academic at all in terms of, I do struggle with assignment writing, and having that year off when I went from paramedic science to nursing, it was sort of, I was kind of out of you know, out of touch with it all. I wasn't in the right environment to then go back into university, because I was kind of had that year off, and it took me a while then to get back into assignment writing. So my very first assignment I had to write for nursing, when I got my results back, I failed them. And I'm kind of going to make another video just focusing on that failure, what I've learned from that. I'm going to make a video about that over the next coming week, so stay tuned for that one. But I kind of wanted to be raw and open about it's okay for it to affect you. When I did fail, you know, I'm not very good. I sort of questioned my ability as a nurse, and this was after my first placement. So my first placement was on the acute respiratory unit, and then my second placement I had a specialist placement, so I was with the colorectal specialist nurses. And although that placement was absolutely amazing, and again I'm going to do another video on that, I did have that little thing in my mind where, you know, you have failed the assignment, and it was really building on me. And because of that, I then pushed away the hobbies that I enjoyed, and although I shouldn't have done, I wasn't documenting my journey as much. I didn't really go on social media in terms of Twitter and Facebook, although while scrolling I wasn't very active. And you know, Lucy can vouch for that as well. Everyone's been brilliant. You know, I've had comments on YouTube and comments on Instagram, and I haven't really been replying to them because I was kind of going through something myself, and I'll always be the first person then to sort of hold my hands up and say, yes, I was struggling here. But it kind of takes then the stronger person, the person who wants to achieve more and will achieve, to then say, okay, you have failed, have a couple of time, you know, have a month, 2 months, 3 months, in my case a couple more months than that, but then you kind of have to have a plan. So skip forward 4 or 5 months, and this is my plan now. I've sort of come together, you know, I can't dwell on this anymore, and I've kind of wanted to admit it, that yes, I failed my nursing assignments. I've improved on my assignment writing. I failed on some of my referencing points. I've worked really hard to improve those. I've handed in my resub like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I'm due to get the results back next week, which, as you guys can imagine, I'm very nervous about, but you have to remain positive. And if I was to fail, which I don't want to, but like I say, remain positive. If I do, then you have to have a plan B. I've applied for mitigating circumstances, because whilst I was writing this resubmission, I was having a difficult time with COVID on placement as well. So there is a fallback. But why I wanted to record this video, I was kind of lying in bed over the past couple of nights, and I realised that I'm probably not the only one who's failed an assignment during COVID, and it's probably affected everyone's mood and everyone's sort of brings them down with COVID. So I wanted to record this video because I'm not saying I'm a public figure by any any means of the imagination, but I do have a small following here on YouTube, and if this video helps one person, 10 people or 50 people or whatever, that's good enough for me. It honestly is really good enough for me, just so I know that one person isn't just going to be sat there thinking, oh my god, well, if these amazing YouTubers can do it and they're getting A stars all this time, then why aren't I doing that? You know, I'm a YouTuber. You can sort of class me as a study YouTuber as well. I've failed my assignment in nursing. I'm passing my assignments with sometimes D's, sometimes C's, and I'm very proud of that, because actually we're going through something at the moment, a horrible time with this pandemic, and it does affect your studies. You know, the facilities aren't what they used to be at the universities, so it's okay. And that's kind of what I wanted to record this video about. Kind of an update of where I've been, but actually just to be real. And just to be me, as I always have been, as transparent as possible. But I also want to say thank you guys for being there as well. I have seen your comments during this time I've been away. It's been a difficult time for all of us, and I feel as though now, as things start to slowly move back to normal, although they're very far from it, the vaccinations are helping, and we are starting to go back to kind of how things were, you know, as things were. I will record a video of kind of the things that you've missed. You have missed, unfortunately, the time I've been away, my second placement in second year placement. I do have an announcement on where I'm going to be going for my next placement in year 3 if I pass that assignment, which is really, really exciting. I want to do another video about all of the modules that we've done and how I've done in those, and kind of give you a transparent as possible reflection on my time as a second year student nurse at the University of Worcester. So that's something that you can keep your eye out as well. Obviously you missed me moving into my rented accommodation with Lucy, which was really, really exciting for both me and Lucy, which I'll kind of give you a tour around, so you can stay tuned for that as well over this coming months. But focusing on now on the future, if I and I want to, hopefully, have passed this assignment, you guys can expect, you know, me going into third year, and I really want to document on and show you the reality of what it's like as a third year. 1 year away from qualifying as a nurse. It is difficult recording videos, of course it is, and trying to keep up with a schedule whilst maintaining with the punctuality of university, assignment writing, all that things that comes with, you know, YouTube and university as well. But I want to be as transparent as possible, and I'm kind of not going to make excuses for the fact of, yes, I've been away, this is what's happened. I'm just being me, and like I said, I was struggling during that time, but what I want, reflecting on that, is actually I want to be as raw as possible, and hopefully I want you to see when I am struggling, but also the amazing times that you do have training to be a nurse as well. So we're so close to 3,500 subscribers for one. If you guys can smash that subscribe button, that would be amazing. Also, to help out the channel as well, and also me going through these difficult times as a student at university, you can become a member on the channel. You join as a member. I think it's as little as a cup of tea, which is why I say buy me a cup of tea. It's kind of like a thing I have on the channel. I think it's about $1.99 a month, and there are hidden benefits in there as well, sort of updates on the channel community page, and we get to talk and stuff. So if you go through, it does kind of say the perks that you do get with that. But alongside that, I think it helps me as well put that into the channel and make my equipment better. I know from all the views I've had beforehand, I don't know if you guys know, I brought a new camera with that, a ring light, and just that support already has really improved the channel for me as well. So I do want to say thank you. Every time someone comes and views these, you know, comes and views every video, it's really helping the channel as well. So exciting times to come, and hopefully next week I will update you guys on the good news. But I do want to say thank you, and hopefully good news to come, but also really exciting times to come, and dissertation time coming as well. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.